Welcome back to Good News, the only news show where the news is always good. Welcome to the Good News Studio, which is definitely not a kitchen. Ignore this. This is definitely not a kitchen. This is a high-tech news studio, and we're here to bring you some interesting developments in the NASCAR universe. What kind of developments do we got? Let's find out. Penalty, NASCAR docked Premium number 15 and 2017's, Spire number 7017, and Rick Ware number 52 team 50 owner's points and indefinitely suspended Premium Spire comp chief Scott Eggleston plus $50K fine and Kenneth Evans $25K fine. Yeah, I guess we really, if it wasn't clear enough after Richmond 2013 how much NASCAR doesn't like it when you manipulate a race. I mean, they can manipulate the races as much as they want to with all these stages and phantom cautions and whatnot. No, that's fine. That's fine. But if you try and, manipulate the race to make a positive outcome for your team, that's when it starts getting a little suspect. 50K. A total of 75K for all the penalties combined. Is that even what Premium Motorsports made in total this year before taxes? Don't forget about them taxes. The taxes are going to come and get you is what's going to happen. It's almost the end of the year. Get ready to pay your taxes, folks. I really don't know how to react to this because on one hand, Rick Ware racing shouldn't really exist, but on the other hand, this is a bit of an absurd penalty, all things considered. And this is coming off the back of Bubba Wallace and his nonsense that ruined the Texas race, and all that good stuff. And I just don't get why NASCAR is putting the foot down now. What about all these other races that had really odd finishes, like the 2016 Xfinity Homestead race? Huh? You want to talk about that? Despite successful debut, Drew Herring has no starts planned for 2020. In the least surprising news of the offseason, I think the only lesser surprising news that the offseason could have produced was Austin Terrio's career continuing to absolutely just flatline, just utterly flatline. Like you're not going to be able to get EMTs on the scene in time because that ship's already gone down the creek. I don't think we're coming back from this one, folks. Drew Herring had a successful NASCAR Cup Series debut in the Ford EcoBoost 400 at Homestead, Miami Speedway, as he nabbed, I'm sorry, the formatting is weird on the phone, as he nabbed a 29th place finish for Gaunt Brothers Racing. Ain't that incredible? A 29th place finish out of 37 cars is now considered respectable. No, not even respectable. It's considered successful. A successful race is 29. I remember when people would say that. I remember when people kept saying all those years that 15th was a bad run, even for a low-funded team. Like if Kyle Petty finished 15th, like that's not even a goal that they should be at. They should be shooting for the stars. Kyle Petty should be in victory lane every week. That's at least what they used to be like. But now you're just putt home in 29th, and that's apparently a successful debut. I want to do this a lot more. This is what I love to do. I love racing, man. I want to be out here every week, Herring said. You and me both, pal. But I'm here in North Dakota, and you have the wrong last name. Meanwhile, Riley Herbst is gonna be full-time in Xfinity. There's a word for people like Riley Herbst. Terrible. I'm gonna milk that for all it's worth, by the way. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind as the years go on. I'm gonna be milking that till the end of time, don't worry. Starcom Racing signs up-and-coming talent Quinn Houff as its full-time driver for the 2020 and 2021 seasons. Why? Is there no one else? Are there no other drivers that actually, have experience, who actually have more combined Xfinity and truck starts than they do Cup starts? Is there really anyone in the world that could not, fit the bill? Was Quinn Houff the one and only shining example in the entire rolling waves of drivers all around this beautiful country in this wonderful sport. None. Quinn Houff. Quinn Houff was the way to go. Quinn Houff. SCR continues to build its program around young talent and has high expectations going into its third full-time NASCAR season. Is that high expectation 29th place by chance? Because I feel like, we're already seeing some other drivers that are shooting for that spot, and there's going to be competition. There's going to be competition for 29. Let me tell you that right now. There's going to be a lot of competition for 29. Look forward to it. NASCAR wants races in new markets, especially in major cities, as soon as 2021, including the possibility of street races or temporary courses next to stadiums. I'll take things that will never happen in a million years for 200, Alex. It says street races, and it kind of got my hopes up just for that little split second. Street races, I had a flashback to Need for Speed Carbon, I was thinking, okay, hey, yeah, street races, that sounds fun, hey, there we go. No, that definitely will not be the case. Matt Weaver is a pretty big proponent of the Piney series, or Penny series, or how the hell you want to pronounce it, stupid ass Canadians with their weird pronunciations. It's soccer, not football, by the way, you French fucks. I just don't see it. We have tracks, first of all, short tracks and road courses especially have been utter fucking dog shit for the past couple of years. I mean, especially 2019 was a pretty bad year for road courses, just gonna put that out there. And then you add in the fact that there's gonna be basically no passing zones in the compact streets, I just can't wait until they make the New York strip, the New York Times Square strip track from Gran Turismo 4. Yeah, that's gonna have a lot of passing zones. Lots of passing zones on that one. NASCAR would likely have to cut races at current tracks to make way for new ones. So like Dover. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Dover has been a snooze fest since it was built, but I highly doubt we're going to see any actually boring tracks like Kentucky or Indianapolis, especially now that Penske just pulled $7 billion out of his ass, and now he owns it. He just owns it. That's just a thing now. Penske owns the track. I mean, it wasn't enough that, it was proven in this year's Indy 500 that there's really no hope of non-Penske drivers winning the Indy 500 straight up. I mean, if that wasn't evidence enough, now Penske literally owns the track. I mean, as if it wasn't, clear enough, he literally owns the track now. Parody is dead. All right, I give. What does okay boomer mean? You done fucked up, Kenny.
It's disrespect. Plain and simple, Kenny.
Yep. Memes are disrespectful now, folks. How many people are could you shut the fuck up for 1 second? Are there anyone in my audience over the age of 12? Anyone at all? Raise your hands in the back. Anyone? Anyone? No? Okay. Well, that means I'm free to say this. It means that your generation fucked us. Ain't that great, Kenny? And I mean, now that this is just going to be this is a phrase that, the youth have come up with, lit. So the old people are already mad about it to begin with, but now it's targeted directly at them, so they're double offended now.
That's what Gen X and snowflakes reply to people who have manners and common sense when they display neither. LOL.
Fun at parties, aren't you, Todd Swartz? Yeah, remember what I said when they were double offended? Yeah, this man is seething. Absolutely seething. I can just see the tears in his eyes as he was typing this, just from blind rage.
It means you won an argument with a millennial.
Yep, that's what it means. You got it, you cracked the code, you got it. Boom, boom, you figured it out. I love it when people just declare victory in an internet fight, because really there's no moderators besides the two of yourselves. But there's really no point in arguing on the internet, because there's never going to be a viewpoint that's shared by either side. It's pretty much just, it's like yelling at it. It's like two people yelling at different brick walls with like just pictures of the person that they're yelling at. You know, that's really where we're at. Derogatory remark to us baby boomers. Now, you remember when I said that they were double offended? Derogatory remark. I could think of a lot more derogatory remarks that I could direct towards the elders in the NASCAR community. Not really even the elders in the NASCAR community. I haven't seen like David Pearson before he died on Twitter. I hadn't seen Richard Petty on Twitter. Rick Masta's on Twitter, but he doesn't really do much. He seems like a pretty agreeable guy, you know. But then you got all these, you know, middle-aged guys who are high and mighty assholes. I'm looking at you, moody bitch. Don't think I haven't forgotten about you. Don't think I haven't forgotten about you. And then when they get blowback from their obviously dense, you know, just existence, that they just are living, breathing density. Like, density in human form. Density itself as an idea has grown too powerful, and now it physically manifests itself as Kenny Wallace. It's an response from younger people when an older person complains change or young people. Someone liked that. Someone looked at that and said yes. Who was it? Was it Kenny? Oh my god, if it was Kenny. Parody is dead, folks! Thanks for watching. This has been good news. If you like this show, fuck you. You're stupid. There's no way anyone could like this shit. There's no way anyone could like this shit. I'm gonna go dunk my head in some hot water. I'll see you guys later.
Fuck! 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 I just pushed Piglet into a power-up! No! Go away! Go away! This is rape! God damn it, this is rape! Where's my rape whistle?